is, when I went to Mr. McMahon right before the Hall of Fame, it's like 2 weeks before, and I'd left 3 years earlier under less than ideal circumstances, you know? So I come back, and I don't even have the same mojo I used to have, and I'm shy, you know? And I was just like a shell of my former self. I was like a Great Dane that's been neutered or something. And Mr. McMahon, it's the first time I've had a meeting, he's looking at the ingredients of his protein bar, which is never a good sign. I read an Edge's book where he did the same thing, and you know when it's your concerns versus the ingredients of a protein bar, you're not gonna win. And I just went, yeah, Mr. McMahon, I don't know if you know this, but Madison Square Garden's a big deal to me. He goes, "It's where you saw Snooker dive off the cage, now get to your point." I said, in all my career, like I never had any type of exit or entrance, you know, and he's okay, what do you got in mind? I said, well, when I'm done with my Hall of Fame speech, I'd like to fly into the sky on a sleigh with Santa. He looked at me and goes, why the hell would I want to do that? And I felt so much like I had when I was on a field trip in 3rd grade and found out someone had stolen my Yoo-hoo. I was like, because I love Santa. And he goes, that's got to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I just felt like something like coursing through my veins, like the blood of the 1995 Cactus Jack. And I said, Mr. McMahon, do you know what you told me when I joined this company? He goes, what's that, pal? I said, you told me you didn't give guarantees, all you gave were opportunities. And he goes, yeah, that's right. And I said, well, maybe that was right when I signed on the dotted line for 5 years for nothing more than an opportunity. But 3 days after I signed for nothing, Mark Merrow signs the first guaranteed contract. And he gets more than a contract. Like, he had a fireworks display so brilliant and vibrant, it cartwheeled and pinwheeled, did everything short of spelling out his name. But remember, Psycho Sid actually had pyro that did spell out his name. In case you're watching at home, and we're like, hey, Joey, who's this 6'9"? Oh, there it is, Sid. S-I-D. And I was like, you know what I got during the course of my career? You gave me nothing. No dry ice, no pyrotechnics. Even Gilbert got a sparkler. And then I said, Mr. McMahon, I was there. I was there in Indianapolis when after I'd finished burying my opponent, The Undertaker, alive, a bolt of lightning came down from the scoreboard at Market Square Arena and struck the earth not 3 feet from where I stood. I never asked how you did it. It wasn't my concern. I don't know how much it cost. It was none of my business. But I do know this. If you had the capability and the technology to make a bolt of lightning come down from a scoreboard in Indianapolis in 1996, then you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way. In New York City, in the most important arena in this country in 2013, so help me, you're going to find a way for me to fly into the sky on a sleigh with Santa. And he was silent for like a minute. Then his big shoulders started shaking. He went, you know, Mick, it's actually easier to change indoor weather patterns than to lift an ass your size into the air.